Ooh, fork tender goes right through it. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Hi everyone, welcome back to Modern Homesteading with Tessa. I'm Tessa, and this is the channel where I show you how to feed yourself. In today's episode, we're talking turkey and chanterelles. So we found some mushrooms. We found some awesome chanterelles. You guys can see that. Enough for dinner. Hopefully we get a turkey day. We just went up to the ranch. Today is the first day of fall turkey season, which is a little bit different from spring turkey season. And in the fall, you can get a tom or a hen, which is great for people like me that aren't that good at hunting turkeys. So I did not get footage of taking this turkey, but I might tell you the story later. Yeah, we also got a whole bunch of chanterelle mushrooms. I don't know if you can see that. And so these will go really nicely together. And, hey, go away, dogs. So the next step is to go get her all cleaned up. Okay, so we're just gonna start right here at the keel bone here, and you can pull a few feathers out here, just so you can see where the skin is. Then we're gonna take our knife and just get through the skin. You don't have to get much, and then just we're gonna rip it open. Like that. And it's a lot like a chicken if you've ever, pulled the breast off of a chicken. Okay, so then we're gonna find that keel bone and just come down on one side of it. And then just follow the keel bone and just kind of fillet that breast all off of there. And then down here, we're trying not to cut into the belly since we're not gutting her or anything. We don't want to cut into that. Breast. Okay, then we're gonna go for the other side. Again, wow, she had a really full crop. We'd prefer not to open that crop up because that just is a mess. Although it's kind of fun because you can see what they've been eating. But I'm not interested in that today. Okay, so again, finding that one side of the keel bone and just filleting it off of there like a fish. There is our second beautiful turkey breast. Now our legs, we're just gonna continue to peel the skin on down. Mostly using your fingers. But it's okay to use your knife too. Then from here, we're gonna kind of pop this joint open there, and then you can kind of see your line that you want to cut, going right in between that ball joint there. Okay, there's our turkey thigh and drumstick. We just need to take the foot off. So for taking your any poultry legs and stuff, you just want to go in the valleys. There you go. Very nice. Same thing on this side. Alright, so now we're gonna take these over to the sink and give them a good rinse and get all the feathers off of them. So the next thing we need to do is make up our brine. So our brine, we're gonna do some salt. I don't know how much, probably all of that. And then we'll do some garlic. So we're gonna be straining this off, so we don't need to peel the garlic. We're just gonna kind of mush them. Ooh yeah, that sounds good. I'll do. And some bay leaves. And these happen to be bay leaves that I harvested off that same ranch. So, fun fact, bay leaves are just pepperwood leaves. So, if you have pepperwood in your area, you can just harvest the leaves, clean them, dry them, and you never have to buy bay leaves again. So, to this, we're gonna add some water. Just, I don't know how much. And you could get fancy with this and add like orange slices and sugar, brown sugar, cloves, any herbs that you have around. But it really helps to brine wild turkey because it's tough. Like, it's not like a store turkey. It's been out running around, and so it's a good idea to brine it. It helps tenderize it a bit. All right, here's our turkey. It is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, just gorgeous, gorgeous meat. And if you've had wild turkey before and you didn't like it, someone probably tried to cook it like a domestic turkey and it doesn't work. Like, if you just, you know, throw this into the oven and try to roast it like a Thanksgiving like a turkey for Thanksgiving, it'll be tough, it'll be dry, it's not gonna be good. You have to cook the breast separate from the thigh. It doesn't usually work well for me to cook them together. And if you treat it right, it is absolutely phenomenal. It's really, really good. I mean, look at that piece of meat there. Isn't that just gorgeous? So anyway, so that all goes into our bag. And then we're gonna pour our brine in there. And I prefer to do it in a bag as opposed to in a bowl, because I can squeeze all the air out and make sure every piece of meat is touching the brine. So there we have it. And I'll probably still stick this in a bowl into the fridge, and I'm gonna let that soak in the brine for about 24 hours. If you go longer than that, it can get a little salty. 24 hours seems to be the sweet spot. All right, and I'll be back tomorrow to show you how to cook it. All right, we are back. Our turkey has been in the brine for about 24 hours, and so we're ready to make dinner. So what I'm gonna make for dinner is fried turkey breast, some riced potatoes that I'm gonna cook in some of my smoked buck broth, some green beans, and then I'm gonna make a gravy out of these chanterelles and cook those up in some Rumiano butter, and then make a gravy out of the smoked buck broth that I cook the potatoes in. Should be good. Let's get cooking. All right, so first we're gonna pull our turkey breast out, and then the rest I'm going to pat dry and vacuum seal and throw in the freezer for future meals. So we're gonna take this to the sink and just give it a good rinse. All right, so the rest of this we're gonna save and put into the freezer. And look at that beautiful, beautiful hunk of meat. Does not get any more free range than that. All right, so next what we're gonna do is slice this against the grain in about 1/4 inch strips. Then we're gonna pound these pieces out flat. I found a BB, or a shot, 2-shot in the meat. So watch out for that. If you shoot some with a shotgun, make sure you check it really good for shot. All right, and there we have it. So then I'm just gonna season these with a little bit of pepper. We don't need to add any salt because they were brined, and we don't need to add any garlic because I added a lot of garlic to the brine, and I can actually smell the garlic already in there. So I'm gonna wash my hands and then just give this a little bit of pepper. All right, that's good for that. Then I'm gonna just set these aside and let them come up to room temperature before we fry them. All right, next we are gonna get our potatoes going. So I'm gonna use a pint of smoked buck broth. If you haven't seen that video, I will post a link in the description. It is delicious. Oh my gosh, it's such good stuff. Oh, it smells so good. So smoky, beefy, venison, but not gamey at all. So we're gonna put that in there and get that warming up. All right, then we're gonna cut our potatoes up into about 1-inch cubes-ish. All right, now our potatoes are gonna go into our buck broth. So we're gonna cover that and let that simmer until the potatoes are soft. Next up is our beautiful mushrooms. Wait to wash your mushrooms until right before you're gonna cook them. If you wash them right after you gather them and then store them, they're gonna go bad a lot quicker. But you can I've just brushed most of the big stuff off, but we can go ahead and wash them now that we're getting ready to cook them. All right, then we're just gonna cut these up in, I don't know, chunks. All right, there's our mushrooms. So then I'm gonna chop up some garlic because we're gonna put that in the gravy as well. All right, so then our garlic skins aren't gonna go to waste either. We're gonna throw that in our soup stock freezer bag. So I keep a bag in the freezer of any garlic peels, onion peels, celery tops, all those kind of things. And then when I go to make bone broth or soup stock, I add all of that to my soup stock for lots of extra flavor and nutrition and to not waste stuff. Okay, and then our green beans, I'm just going to pop these in a pan and just warm them up on the stove. So these are green beans we grew in the garden this year. I think I forgot to mention we grew the potatoes and the garlic as well. And I don't add much to green beans because they taste good just straight out of the jar. Let's get our garlic all chopped up. I love the smell of garlic. All right, I think we're ready to get our turkey frying. So let's get our cast iron pan all warmed up and we'll go over to the stove. Good, healthy plop or two of butter. Good for you. Turkey. All right, our butter is hot, so we can start adding our turkey. And we want to fry them just till there's a little bit of brown, but we definitely don't want to overcook this and make it dry. All right, while those are finishing up, we're gonna go rice our potatoes that have been cooked in the smoked buck broth. All right, so we're just gonna take our potatoes and scoop them into our ricer. Oh, they smell really good. They smell really smoky and like they're full of flavor already. And this makes them a lot tastier than just cooking them in water. And we've got plans for the broth. Okay, our last batch of turkey should be done. Looks pretty good to me. So then we're gonna add our mushrooms and garlic. And I'll add the mushrooms first because they'll take a little bit longer, not much. Okay. Remember all that good broth that we cooked the potatoes in? We're gonna add that right to this pan for our gravy. All right, our gravy is ready. Time to plate up. All right, dinner is ready. I'm so excited. This looks so good. The only thing I'm gonna add is pepper. This looks incredible. All right, so here's our turkey dinner. We have our wild turkey that we got yesterday, our homegrown mashed or riced potatoes that we cooked in our homemade buck broth made from deer bones, chanterelles that we got yesterday, and homegrown green beans. I didn't buy anything on this plate except for the pepper and the butter, which is also local. So let's see how it tastes. I'm going for turkey first. Ooh, fork tender goes right through it. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That is so good. It's tender, it's not tough at all, it's not gamey at all. Absolutely delicious. Mmm. That brining really made a difference. Mmm. Alright, I'm gonna try the potatoes first without the gravy because I think they're gonna taste delicious on their own. Mmm. Oh, you can definitely taste the buck broth in there. They're smoky. Tons and tons of flavor. Way more flavor than just boiling them in water. Okay, let's try it with our gravy. Oh, those mushrooms are so delicious. And our green beans. I already know these are good because they're just green beans. Homegrown, pressure canned with a little bit of salt. I think I put a teaspoon of salt per jar. I literally just put these in a pot and warmed them up. I didn't add anything else to them. They're delicious. Alright guys, well thanks for watching this video and following along. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And like this video if you like this video. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you have already subscribed, thank you so much. You're amazing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.